Hello, everyone. Wherever you're listening from, wherever you are present from, I'd like to welcome you to this meeting today. We want to talk about what it means to become a millionaire partner in the green community. We are launching something exciting that is a consequence of many years of learning. Having done this business for 3 years, we have learned a few things, we have seen a few things. And somebody usually says, failure is the mother of experience, experience is the mother of success. Inexperience is the mother of failure. So because you lack experience, you try something, you fail. Because you failed, you have gained experience. And then your experience finally leads to success. So we know that all success comes from inexperience and comes from failure. I'd like to welcome everybody who is here today. My name is Adeolu Akiyemi, and I am an administrator and a leader in the green community. I'd like to welcome everybody who is here today. Over the course of the next 30 minutes, I want to share with you something that everybody who is listening to me here today can become a part of. Okay. Typically, I've shared this over and over again that the way to create wealth is to solve problems. So once you identify a problem, you know that behind every problem is an opportunity, and behind every opportunity is an opportunity to create wealth. So when I see a problem, I want to solve the problem, because solving the problem, creates wealth. I tell people that there's this coin called problem is the same coin that has the other side as opportunity. So in every coin, you have head or tail. And in this particular coin, the head is opportunity, the tail can be problems. So whenever you see problems, all you need to do is flip it over and you will see opportunity staring you in the face. And if you're here today and you would love to enjoy opportunity and be able to just flip over the problems, I'd like to say welcome and happy listening. So very quickly today, a few of the challenges we've had over the last few years is we have 30 states of Nigeria still completely not within the radar of what is available to people within the grain community. Okay, we have loads of value that people are not taking. We have loads of opportunity that is not being invested. Why? Because, we haven't been able to reach out to those places. So if you are here today, one of the opportunities that stares us in the face is 30 cities in Nigeria that we can be reaching. Okay. We also have a lot of product expiration due to oversupply. In our ambition and drive, we have consistently made sure that we have always had stock, and that stock has been in oversupply. So people have had products stay in their hands, they overbought, and they've not been able to sell all that they bought, and then it expires. We want to reduce the product that is available in the market so that we don't have oversupply and expiry. Last year, many of us are familiar with the social impact project that we did, SIP, where we gave away over 1,000 cartons of our products to people who needed it but couldn't afford it. Many of us are witnesses to the awesome testimonies that we got from this particular activity. Well, this activity was also driven by some of our oversupply. Okay, we also have an insufficient number of partners. We want to be able to ensure that we have sufficient presence in our local country of origin, as we are pursuing the possibilities internationally. Nigeria is not even fully served. So these are some of the problems we've seen and what we want to address. And this is an opportunity that is available for everyone. Okay, please help me type that chat box, everyone. Whether you are a trade partner, a stockist, a distributor, whether you are in helping lives, whatever aspect of the company you find yourself in, this is open to everyone. Okay, everyone. Thank you, Felicia. Everyone. Okay, everyone, has an opportunity to be a part of this. Literally everyone. Okay, and because everyone has the opportunity to be part of this, then guess what? Everybody who is listening to this, either you're listening to it live or you get to listen to it because somebody shared the audio with you, you can be a part of this exciting opportunity you're about to hear. What exactly are we calling sub-trade partners? And what do we want to achieve? What is the purpose? The purpose behind this initiative we want to create is we want to make Reader range of products a household name. We want the products go far and wide. We want to make Reader products easier to access for distributors and customers. We want to cut down the logistic costs We want to ensure that people can get the products without having to worry about paying for transport. We want to cut down the logistics cost significantly. I want stockists to do more. We want distributors to do more. We want everybody to aspire and propose to do more. And exactly what's the criteria? The criteria for being a part of this is one, have interest in growing your business. Number two, have a store in your house, a vehicle you can use, or an accessible location that is not necessarily yours. So for example, if you have a neighbor who has a shop, that's fantastic. If you have a house that has a store, that's fantastic. If you have a vehicle and you have a booth, that's fantastic. Anyway, you can ensure that you have some form of storage provides you an opportunity to be a part of this. And then number three, you need to be willing to invest about 160,000 naira on this project. This will be your collateral with the company. Now, we know that one of the demons that we have in the retail business is that people can do this business for many years and suddenly wake up to discover that they have no money because they've been buying and selling, they've kept their money in the inventory. And as the inventory has grown, they've grown the opportunity to be able to sell more. But because they've gotten into oversupply, they do not have enough money. We've seen this happen over and over again, where people have built big businesses, but they don't have the cash to buy the things they want to buy, to take advantage of the opportunities they want to take, because they have fully tapped out. Now, we're trying to create something to say, you know what, we want our partners to be wealthy. We want our partners to do well. We want the convenience of the rope to be the convenience of the bird. We want you to be winning and the company to be winning as well. And that's why we're creating this initiative. And we're saying bye-bye to the shops, bye-bye to the locations. If you have a store in your house, you can hang a banner on your gate, you have a vehicle you are using, you can make yourself available, or you have a location where a friend is selling something or doing something that is accessible, you can be a partner. How shall these things be? Very simple. There will be a payment of 160,000 naira or more. You can do multiples of the same, or you can increments of 40,000 can allow you. You can invest whatever amount you want to put there and then register on a Google form. Now, what exactly is this collateral doing for you? This payment, what exactly is it yielding for you? In very simple terms, this is giving you access to be able to hold the company's products without the company worrying about you. How is the software product process meant to work? You simply request for products worth in sales value a maximum of 1.5x your deposit value. What does this mean? It means if you deposited 160,000, the company can give you products worth 240,000 to have in your custody. These products will get shipped to you, okay, to the bus station in your location. If you are in Ilorin, it will get to maybe of a garage. If you are in Ibadan, it will get to maybe Iwo Road. If you are in Sokoto, it will get to a bus park somewhere in Benin KB. If you are in Jos, Plateau, probably will get to a bus stop somewhere in Jos. You are supposed to go and pick it up from there. Logistics for this particular package that we're sending to you is free to outside Lagos locations. So I'm going to send this. You do not need to pay. You will send it, just only need to go and pick it up where it lands. Okay, and then this product will be sold. Either you sell them or you buy them. A combination of you sell them, you buy them, and the company sends pickup mails to people for you to release products to them. So these products in your hand are company products, but they are not in big volume. They're in small enough volume for you to be able to turn them around in 1 week, to be able to turn them around a few times in 1 week, or possibly turn them around even faster. Okay, whichever one you're able to do, we like it if you are doing 1 million business and you are doing it in handfuls so that you can turn it over and turn it over and turn it over, and you can be efficient with the money. One of the goals for this is efficiency. We want to build efficiency. So reconciliations will be done weekly. As soon as you turn it over, we do reconciliation every week. And then we see that you're driving to make it happen. Okay, this is the process. What is the benefit? What is the benefit? Okay, the benefit of this, I'm interested in, I'm wondering which of the slides that I have am I using. Let me just quickly take this off a while and show you what exactly is available here. I see that I need to show you the full extent of what this is. So actually, you are able to earn on your collateral you're able to earn as much as 5%, and I'll show you how very shortly from the use of your collateral. How does this work? Just bear with me a second, and I will show you the screen. I'm disabling the screen for a while so that I can just quickly fix something I saw that I didn't change on it. Okay, so this is how this works. So essentially, you earn 1 to 5% interest on your collateral monthly. What does this mean? It means, for example, if you put 160,000 naira to do this, it means every month, whether you sell or not, whether you drive or not, there is a 1% you will earn as cash. Okay, 1% as cash. But guess what? If you are willing to take the option of picking products in lieu of your interest, you can get as much as 5% interest for products. And I'll give you an example. So if you know how we've been progressing and how the announcements have been made, on Helping Lives, we have 250 meals only. On Green Monday, the goal is to have 500 meals only or majorly. Now, every other variant and personal care products that you need, you can use your interest to purchase in such a way that you can use your 1% to secure 5% if you are picking products. So for example, you put 160,000 and on this first part, you have earned 1%, 1,600. That 1,600 will qualify you to pick variants and other personal hygiene products worth times 5 that value. That is worth 8,000, which you can pick, sell off immediately, and if you want to use it to compound your deposit value, you can do that. Now, also every month, based on the turnover you are able to do, you also get interest ranging from 1 to 3% of the value of your turnover. So let's say, for example, I put in 160,000 and I do a turnover of 1 million. For my turnover of 1 million, I will be able to, based on this calculator, I'll be able to earn 2%. That 2% of my 1 million will be 20,000. I can use that to get 20,000 naira cash, or I can opt to get times 5 of that value, which is about 100,000 naira worth of products. Okay, so I can enjoy that value for my turnover as well. And then that's not all. Okay, I also have the opportunity of getting more products than I paid for. So I'm enjoying 50% extra credit, okay, based on the product I'm getting. Now, if you look at this very well, this is basically a ploy from the company to ensure that there's distribution nationwide. The 36 are covered, are not covered, are covered. You have cash with the company that is as collateral. That cash has the potentials to grow from week to week and from month to month, leaving you with a solid value at the end of the year because you have built a business. Not only have you grown in your inventory and your capacity to sell your markets, but your deposit is growing as well, and you can earn a lot more value by playing the long game. Now, if what you are hearing is understood by you and is sounding interesting, please put a comment in that box there so that we can begin to get a feel for the excitement and the interest that this creates. The reality is we're going to have an opportunity for people to ask questions. We want to answer those questions. But guess what? The company is saying, you know what? As you do this business, we want you to grow. We want your reserves to grow. We want your capacity to grow. And you want to get value, not only for what you are doing, for what you are even keeping with the company as well. So the company is saying to you, in the market, okay, the best investment opportunities that are stable and guaranteed are giving you less than 10% per annum. The company is saying on a cash basis, you're going to get plus 2%. On a product basis, you're going to get guaranteed 60%. It is literally mind-blowing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, not only are you doing that on the capital that you are keeping, but your turnover is also enjoying interest as well. So you're basically double earning on your capital value. You're earning your capital value. You're also earning on your turnover, okay? And you can also cash that in cash, or you can cash that in products. And then because you are enjoying the opportunity of having more value in your hand than the cash that you paid, you're also enjoying a 50% extra credit above collateral. Okay, I hope you're hearing me and you're understanding. If you're here and you're hearing me and you're understanding, give me a comment there to let me know you're hearing. Give me a good, give me a wow, give me a yes, give me a clear, as we begin to make progress on this. Now, what exactly are these packs so that I can begin to break them down? Now, a few people in the meeting already have insights into this because this was first of all presented and discussed with currently existing talkists and trade partners. A few people are messaging me directly and saying yes to me directly. You can message everyone so everybody can get your message and see that people are also in the room with them as well. Now, we have a few number of packs. We have pack A, pack B, pack C, pack D. And these are generic packs that this is going to be developed around. You can choose what you want to mix together in certain proportions, but this gives you an overview of how generally this idea is. And I think we actually pushed this into having more variety. So the ones that have more variety will become clearer as we progress. But first of all, somebody says, all my interest here is helping lives. I want to do 6 cartons of Reader 250 mils. That's what I want to be able to collect based on my deposits. Based on your deposits, we'll ship you 6 cartons FOC. Okay, you do not need to pay for transportations. The cartons get to you as you begin to turn over and make payments. All the benefits apply to you. If you're here, you say, you know what, I want to do fully Grey Mondays. You know, I want to do my 6 cartons of Reader 500 mils. We ship it to you, and then as people pay and make requests, they pick up from you and you wind down what you have in your hand. The more the turnover you can do, the better for you for the secondary report that you earn as well. And if you say, you know what, I want to mix my Grey Monday and my Helping Lives together and get value from both sides, then you can have 3 cartons on this side and 3 cartons on that side as well. Okay, if that's the option you're going for, call it Pack C. You can mix both Helping Lives and Grey Mondays together and get good value from doing that. And Pack D says, you know what, if you want to mix it all together, and it's very interesting, this slide, if you want to mix it all together, Pack D gives you a retail option where you can do 48 with 24 either cleanser, fat burner, or supplement, or 24 either fire or restore, or you can do a Pack E, which will also become live as well, where you can literally mix everything together. Okay, but these packs basically allow you to say, you know what, based on my collateral deposits, these are the kind of volumes. These are just giving you an idea of the kind of volumes you can stock and your journey can begin from. Now, all of these volumes are designed in such a way they can fit into the boot of the smallest car. They are designed in such a way that can fit into the smallest store. They are designed in such a way that it doesn't create a burden for you to keep it with somebody in their store. This is what your collateral deposit gives you access to. And ladies and gentlemen, in case you are wondering, how will this pay me? I want to show you this calculator. Now, there are many calculators in Grey Monday. Many calculators that show you the power of 4 with Grey Monday, show you the power of 4 with Helping Lives. What I want to show you is the partner, this is an overriding on everything else. This is what partners are able to create from as low as 160,000 naira kept in this project and regularly topped up. If you use all the profits you make, all your percentage ROI profits you make, if you compound them, just deal with what you are earning for running your business. You didn't incur extra expense to do this. You didn't create a new shop to do this. You don't have the burdens of those extra payments. You can drive your Helping Lives business to earn 6 million over and over. You can drive your Grey Mondays business to grow into Diamond Director and to higher levels. While you are doing all of that, you can actually also ensure that as a partner, your 160,000 naira is being grown with your trade interest and with your develop your deposit value interest, your monthly interest. If you add it all together, guess what? In 12 months, your 160,000 naira can become 740,000. In 24 months, you can be well close to about 4 million. Okay. In 3 years, you can be over 20 million in the stock value you have grown with the company, aside of the turnover of business you are doing. This allows your business to grow organically, meaning you don't have to do major volumes for month 1. You don't have to do major volumes for month 2. You can keep it slow and steady and growing organically, okay, until it can literally blow based on what you do. So what we're doing here is saying, you know what, you're going to have something you're keeping with the company that gives you a cover, a collateral cover with the company, that your collateral cover is going to be growing because as your business is growing, you are topping it up. This assumes you're not adding money. I expect that as people are growing and they are making 2 million, 6 million, 2 million, 6 million, are making a lot of money from their business, they are able to compound the value that they have with the company even much more. If you are able to do that, you can grow it into hundreds of millions, literally, okay? And if you don't do that, it can grow gradually this way as well. These are just illustrations. Sometimes the amount you're topping up may not be significant enough to be able to create all the value that you have. But guess what? What you need to sell for your first 12 months of variance that you are getting are very small volumes. And these small volumes allow you not to even have enough variance, because variance are being taken off the space. So you don't even have enough variance. So the little you have, you are definitely selling off, definitely using to compound your 160 value, and definitely growing your 160 value in 3 years to over 20 million. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some people here have been in this business for the last 3 years. Is there something you're using to build your partnership business or your stock business or your retail business that is in the amounts of 20 million or thereabouts? Clearly not. Why? Because we haven't found that we've not been able to see through the opportunity that this model creates. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're here today and you get it, if you get it now, everybody may not get it, so that's all right as well. But if you're here today and you get it, please put a comment in that chat box and say, I get it. And let's see how many people get it. If it's exciting to you, put there in the comment box, exciting. Let's see how many people get it and how many people it's exciting for before we enter into question and answers. So let's see the comment box. Let's see the comment box. We're 32 in the room today. Many people are going to be listening to this online in days to come. This, we feel, is something really powerful. Something really powerful that we believe. So what's this? Catch up with everyone. Something that we believe is really, really powerful and can really create a lot of openings and opportunities in various parts of Nigeria. As I speak to you today, over 30 cities here. So what's going on in the chat comment box? Can you hear me? Okay. Can anybody hear me? It's looking like we are not many here. So okay, someone says I get it. Okay, good. And does that get it? Okay, excited, Maruf. So ladies and gentlemen, this is not something, okay, good. I just was looking for somebody to break the ice and say something. Now, so we have very practical, doable, possible, scalable for everyone. I get it, exciting. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, this is something we expect everyone to be able to do. And I'm sure you first of all pose the problem to feel, if everybody is doing this, how will I grow my business? Okay, you will grow your business because there are grounds untaken. As we exist today, there are over 30 cities, 30 states in the nation of Nigeria where our presence is dismal. Okay, our presence is very, 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 very limited, very, very small. Now, some of these cities need to be taken. Kwara State is still very kwashoko. Ondo, there's nobody there. Osun, we are present there because we have a factory there and we have some positioning there, but it's hardly enough. Okay, if you go to Ogun, okay, we have somebody skeletally in Abeokuta. There's a lot more potential that exists in that place than what we're currently covering. Okay, Lagos is one of the cities where we are present, but how much are we doing in that Lagos? Kogi, we are absent. You know, Abuja, we are sprinkled, but we are not strong. Rivers, what's happening in Rivers? Okay, Cross Rivers, what's happening in Cross River? Delta, what's happening in Delta? If you go to the east is naked. Anambra, Imo, Enugu, you know, all of these places need potentials, need possibilities. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is an exciting and phenomenal opportunity, okay, that you can participate in. So very quickly, we're going to go into questions and answers, and we're going to take it all, you know, one by one from there. Okay, well, for the sake of those who are listening to this, I think we're going to take a few questions on this particular recording and then take the other questions up into other spaces later. Okay, there's a question here. How do I get vouchers? Now, if you deposit 160, you need to understand that the 160,000 naira depositing is savings. So it's as if you are depositing 160,000 naira in your bank account. Okay, that 160,000 naira has nothing to do with the business. It's just a deposit. So when you deposit, it qualifies you to be a trade partner, and your 160,000 naira will be gaining interest on a monthly basis, whether you do business, whether you're able to sell, whether you're not able to sell. So once you do this, that deposit is gone. It's a one-time deposit. You can grow it if you want. You can keep it constant if you want. But once you deposit it, it qualifies you to be a trade partner. Once you take it back, oh yes, to be a sub-trade partner. Once you take it back, you are no longer a sub-trade partner. So that's how it works. So once you make this deposit like a savings, that savings gains value on a monthly basis. That savings qualifies you for the company to send products to you worth 240,000 naira value. When you now want people to join your business or you want to buy, you now begin to buy for yourself. You now begin to buy for your downlines, for your team members. You now begin to make available for those who are in your market as well who want to buy, the products you have in your hand belongs to the company until you pay for it. Your collateral is working with the company and earning interest up to 5% on a monthly basis. Okay, I hope that clarifies that. So the money is a one-off savings. It's yours. You can demand for it at any time. You only need 30 days notice and the money is back in your hands. If you now want to make payments or request vouchers, you do your business like you do your business normally. The only thing you have done is you have made a deposit that qualifies you as a partner, and then the value of money you have with the company can keep on growing as well because you are not using it literally to run your business. So for example, if I had 400,000 naira I wanted to run my business with, I'll keep 160 this way, I'll keep 240 with myself, I'll use the 240 to run the business, I'll use the 160 as my collateral, my safety deposit. And as that safety deposit grows, I use the 240 I have as I buy more, sell, I grow my 160 and ensure that in 3 years, my deposit value can grow astronomically. I hope this is clear. If this is clear, Adiza, you can just say to me in the chat that it's clear. If anybody else has a question, I will take 2 more questions on this particular recording, and then I will take all of the questions as a separate recording. So if you're here, you have a question you want to ask, you can type it or you can ask it. Okay, but if you're here, okay, it's clear. If you're here, it's not clear to you, please ask questions. If you are here and it's clear to you, take action. Now, ladies and gentlemen, even though the vision is to spread this and go as far and fast as possible and to achieve as big a goal as possible, okay, the reality also is there's going to be first come, first serve. Okay, so if you're here and you really are passionate about the possibilities of this, I will encourage you, take quick action, take proper action, and let's make this happen. Okay, I can see one hand up. Somebody wants to ask a question. Oladeji Kikelomo, please go ahead and unmute and ask your question here.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My own question is, for the existing trade partners, how do they key into this? Are they going to raise the 160,000 and key into it, or how is that going to, how are they going to come in?
Were you in the trade partners meeting yesterday?
I was not, but I've listened to the recording.
Yeah, so I think we covered it there. We covered it there. That's what I'm asking, so that I want to know if it's something you can refer to. But it's very simple. So for existing trade partners, yeah, existing trade partners already enjoy number 2 on this list. The only thing that existing trade partners are not enjoying currently is number 1. So existing trade partners need to look at their own state and ask themselves, as an existing trade partner, was I a trade partner based on a deposit, or was I a trade partner based on collateral? If you're a trade partner based on collateral, you need to make a deposit. If you're a trade partner based on a deposit, you're already covered. So it's going to be specific to trade partners, depending on what they use as the anchor for their trading. Did they have a collateral, or did they make a financial deposit? Some people have used cash deposits literally to be their collateral. Those ones are covered. Those ones who are not just need to work it out with their trade partner manager. But if they don't, they continue to enjoy number 2. They continue to enjoy number 2. Number 2 is also extended. Before now, there were places where trade partners were not earning based on less than 750,000 naira volume. All of that is being included now. So anybody who doesn't do much also still earns interest on their turnover, even if they are not doing so much. Okay. I hope that clarifies.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Someone is asking me to explain the trade interest. So the trade interest, I'll do that as the last question, and then I will, execute this. So the trade interest is saying, look, on your turnover, the percentage you are making on your turnover, the amount you're making on your turnover is what is your trade interest. So for example, I deposit 160,000 and I'm able to do a turnover of 2 million naira in the course of the month, like some of the trade partners are currently doing. Your trade partner value up till date has been always paid in cash, and it's been between 2% and 3%. We are saying, while that is going on, we're going to extend it now to be from between 1% and 3%. And then if you want to convert it to variance, you'll be able to get it at a value that is times 5. So that means you can get to earn as much as 10 to 15%. That value, if you choose to take that cash and use it to compound your deposits, then your deposit can continue to grow there as well. You can enjoy 1, 2, and 3 if you have a deposit. The idea of the deposit is to just basically help distributors to ensure that, it's not all your money is not just in your stock. You have a mixture of stock and you have a mixture of collateral. That your collateral can be cash to buy a property in the future, can be reduced, and you can take the money to pay, house renovation and a variety of things. But just to ensure that we're listening to the complaints that people usually have. Once it comes to school fees time, it comes to rent time, people are, I didn't know I didn't have, this, that, products. My money is talking products. We want to give people an opportunity to be able to store their money also as cash that they can have easy access to. Can I enjoy 1 and 2 together? Of course. If you have a deposit with the company, you can enjoy 1. Okay, 2 is already being enjoyed by trade partners. The new people who are sub trade partners will enjoy 1, 2, and 3. Trade partners are currently enjoying 2 and 3. And the only addition to this is just the 1. And that's a function of what was deposited with the company. So the idea is, if I say, look, I'm doing a fixed deposit, I'm doing a termed agreement, we know that the banks will give you 7%, 8%. We are saying if you move it this way, we'll give you more. Okay, we'll give you as much as 5% so that it can be worth your while. And then, of course, that's 60% guaranteed in a year if you didn't compound. If you compounded, your 160,000 naira can literally become 744,000 naira in a year, compounding your deposits interest, your monthly interest, and your trade interest. Okay, I hope that's clear enough. Thank you very much for listening.